Thanks for joining us on another edition of You're Included, the unique interview series devoted to practical implications of Trinitarian theology in today's complex world. Visiting today is Dr. Andrew Root, Assistant Professor of Youth and Family Ministry at Luther Seminary in St. Paul, Minnesota. Dr. Root is author of Revisiting Relational Youth Ministry, From a Strategy of Influence to a Theology of Incarnation, and Relationships Unfiltered. Thanks for joining us again.
I think the church has developed this understanding that the incarnation isn't for simply getting us in the barn, but actually sharing our place. That we need a God who doesn't just come close to us to lead us into some place that we're okay, but we need a God who actually shares our hell with us, who bears the cold night with us. So really, what I'm after is trying to develop a theology for youth ministry that can bear the dark night with kids, that can enter into their lives at its most frigid points and be with and for them in the confession that Jesus Christ is with and for us, born from that eternal relationship of the Father being for the Son as the Son is for the Father. And so that's, I think, what I'm after when we talk about place sharing, of trying to do ministry that's faithful to this theological assertion that God is with and for us in Jesus Christ, sharing our place all the way to hell for the sake of life.
It's significant, it seems, as you were telling that story, when Jesus says, I am the way, I am the life, that's different from saying, follow me and I'll take you to a new place that's better than this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's a real key element that I'm hoping to push forward in these works, is that it's something about persons, and Jesus calls us to his person, to find life inside of his person, which is really a reflection in our relationship with Jesus. As he calls us, he says, come to me, or I am the life, or I am the vine, and you are the branches, is really a manifestation of the relationship he has with the Father. And he calls us then to live near his person. So my argument is that when we live in relationships that are human person to human person, where we actually share in each other's lives, that is a reflection and a way of living into the inner reality of God's own life and God's own love for the Father to the Son. So yeah, I think there is something about human person to human person. And usually we tend to think about our ministries as pastor or youth worker to kids or to other people. And we tend to find ourselves in that specialized role while I'm the youth pastor. And I actually tend to think that adolescents don't need youth pastors in their life. They don't need youth workers. They need human beings. They need people who will actually be in relationship with them. They don't need a specialized someone who can knows all this information that can actually keep them distance from their life. What young people actually need is human beings to be in relationship with. And I think too often we get stuck in these specialized forms of action that actually keep us from being human with them. And I think that what we're really after is being human alongside and with young people as Jesus Christ is human with and for us.